Here I have a question. Jenny reads for 1/4 of an hour each day. How many hours did she spend reading after 15 days? I know that whenever I'm looking at a question like this, it's important to find out what question I need to answer. So here's the question mark. The question I need to answer is, how many hours did she spend reading after 15 days? Now I need to look for information that will help me answer this question. I know that Jenny reads for 1/4 of an hour each day. And I know that she reads for 15 days. To make this problem simpler, I'm going to think about how much Jenny read on one day. And I'm going to draw a picture. I'm going to use a circle to represent an hour. And I know that Jenny read for 1/4 of an hour. So I need to break this hour up into 4 pieces, or quarters. My denominator is 4. That's how many pieces I need to break my whole into. So I'm going to just put day 1 on here. On day 1, she read 1/4. On day 2, she also read 1/4. So I'll put a 2 here. Day 3, day 4. I need to get up to 15 days. So I'm going to need to draw another hour. So I'll make another circle. Break it into 4 pieces. 5th day, 6th day, 7th day, 8th day. I need another hour. Break that into quarters. 9th day, 10th day, 11th day, 12th day. I need one more hour. Break it into quarters. 13th day, 14th day, 15th day. I'm going to highlight to make this fraction easier to look at. So I'll highlight this whole hour here and another whole hour and another whole hour and then 3 out of 4. Not a whole hour, but a fraction. If I want to write this as a number, we'll take a closer look at this picture. Here I have 3 whole hours. And here I don't have quite one whole hour, but I have 3/4 of an hour. 4 pieces, and 3 of them are highlighted. So one way that I could write this as a number is 3 3/4. If I wrote it that way, that kind of number is called a mixed number. One way that I remember a mixed number is it's mixed. It has a whole number and a fraction. It's a mix of a whole number and a fraction. Another way I could write this is a way that would be equivalent is to think about how many fourths or how many quarters in total Jenny read. And she read 15/4. So I could write it this way. It's the same thing. 15/4 is the same as 15/4, is the same as 3 3/4. If I write my number this way, that's called an improper fraction. It's called an improper fraction because its numerator is larger than its denominator. I'm going to take a look back at my question to see if I've answered the question and if I'm ready to write that answer in a sentence. Well, I know that Jenny read for 1/4 of an hour each day. Yeah, I broke my hours into quarters. How many hours did she spend reading after 15 days? I shaded in 15 quarters. I think I'm ready to write my answer sentence. So I know that Jenny read, and I can write 3 3/4 or 15/4 hours. So whenever I'm working with fractions, I like to remember the strategy of drawing pictures because for some reason when I draw a picture, fractions just seem a lot easier to work with.